the cringy me going, smack the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta add that back. That would be too nostalgic. Smack the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Felipe said this song gives me PTSD from 2022. It kind of does, actually. It kind of does, actually. We played this normally during 2022. Oh, man. Smack the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. You guys remember that shit. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. The most anticipated week in Bitcoin's history is this week. Not so much that, everyone's feeling kind of bullish, but just the most anticipated week where people just don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to get approved? Is it going to get denied? Are we going to pump? Or are we going to dump? Or are we going to crab? We'll see. Anyways, we'll talk about that today. But first of all, life comes first. I hope everyone is feeling good and healthy. I know a lot of people are getting sick right now for certain different things. So I hope everyone's feeling good and healthy and getting ready for 2024, man, which is probably going to be a rocky road. Not the ice cream, but the saying rocky road. And hope everyone's prepared and taking advantage of the dips that are coming in the altcoin market right now as they continue to go lower, as they take the Matrix poor intern wicks. We have to thank the intern, the Matrix poor intern for this one. It's not Sunday, it's pre-Monday. I guess that makes sense too. We have to thank the intern, the Matrix poor intern. Wow. How do I make a name for myself in this industry? You know what I think I'll do? I'm going to make a fake article saying that the Bitcoin ETFs may be denied. The market's going to love this one, man. Let's make an article. Okay, here we go. According to my sources, the Bitcoin's ETF may be denied. My boss is going to love this one. He's going to give me a raise. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's upload it. What could go wrong? I don't think people will buy it anyways. Oh my god. I just caused a 30% dump on altcoins. Holy shit. Okay. Let's just delete this. This is awkward. You think the Matrix port... What the hell? The Matrix port intern thought he was going to cause a 30% dump? I don't think he did. He didn't really cause it. It was in the charts, as always. DJ said lots of sell pressure right here. Lots of sell pressure at 44K for Bitcoin, man. I do think, right, where Bitcoin is right now, I do think we're going to see one more flush. I think we're going to see one more flush down before we go into next week, which is going to probably set us up with some good buys and some good long opportunities. So I personally think we're going to get one more flush down. But I think you've got to look at that as an opportunity and, a place where you're looking for opportunities to position long going into this week. But I think one more flush down makes some sense. Okay, but don't be scared, right? Don't be scared. This is when, we want to take advantage of other people capitulating their coins. Okay, don't be scared. Don't be pulling one of these, and I'll show you guys why.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Oh.
I'm going to buy the top and I'm going to sell the bottom, guys.
Don't be scared. Okay, I'm going to show you guys why I think maybe one more little dump to the downside would make some sense. Okay, so Bitcoin's been coming up in this nice little, even flat way, right? You can see that Bitcoin just kind of keeps bouncing. We actually lost that this morning, right? So that little uptrend that we've been holding for the corn has been lost this morning. And you can see that we're losing that uptrend. We're losing that uptrend right as we're into that 44K resistance, right? Which has been a pain in the ass. We said we can't get excited for Bitcoin unless Bitcoin gets back above 44K, okay? So we're losing that right as we're into resistance. I think one more flush makes some sense to get some real fear in this market. We want to get some real fear. We want to see people pissing their pants. We want to see people taking big dookies in their pants like I did when I went to Kmart, okay? If you guys didn't know, I shit my pants in Kmart once, and I shit my pants in the car once, and I've sharded many times in my life, okay? But those are the times I shit my pants. We want other people to be shitting in Kmart, okay? So I do think one more flush makes some sense here as we are at resistance. We get people super scared. I think altcoins could get a little bit of a wick to the downside again. Maybe not, right? But I would be prepared for it. Okay, so I'm looking for that to happen, and I'm looking, and I got some stable coins ready to go if we do get that final flush. All right, so patience, right? Patience, 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 patience is the name of the game. Okay, and you can see it really like the matrix port wicks, as Hoff's been talking about. The matrix port wicks. The altcoins are taking those wicks, which is what we've been talking about for the last couple of days, is they probably come down and fill those wicks. That's what they've done. And ultimately, right, as they fill those wicks, those are good buy opportunities, right? So even though maybe Bitcoin gets another flush, I still think, DCAing over the next couple of days is a smart idea, in my opinion. And that's what I'm doing over the next couple of days. So that's really that. Jim Kennedy said epic name. Jim Kennedy's got the epic name, man. The epic name. Dragon said, when I'm scared, I order a pizza and pee my pants. Do you? You order a pizza and pee your pants? Well, I don't pee my pants. I skipped that part. But I did order some pizza the other day, and it was fantastic, man. It was literally fantastic. But yeah, guys, right? So the way I'm looking at this, and the way that everyone should be looking at this is a bullish retest on total 3. Okay, so despite altcoins maybe getting, really any move down in here should be for buying, okay? Maybe it doesn't bounce today, right? But any move down in here should be for buying, because this is the Wyckoff. This is the SOS phase of Wyckoff. This is when everyone's super, super nervous. This is when, you got some news narrative that scared everyone, which is funny because this ETF stuff was supposed to be something that was going to hype everyone up, and instead everyone's afraid of it now. So it's kind of nice, actually. But yeah, you're getting that flush back into resistance that you're flipping into support, and this is exactly what you want to see. Okay, and now I do believe, in my personal opinion, when this does find a low in here, okay, this is the phase where we enter phase E. Okay, where we get the most exciting part of the market, where everyone's throwing their hands up, everyone's super euphoric, right? And the market's just going nuts, right? You're seeing all the altcoins fly up. I do think that that phase is coming right here over the course of the next few weeks. But we got to go through this little boring, choppy period where Bitcoin gets flushed, altcoins get flushed, right? Bitcoin comes back up, altcoins just kind of settle. You got to go through that little boring, horrible time period, okay? But I do think the most exciting part of the market is coming, despite the narrative that everything is over, right? When everything seems over, well, typically that's not when it's over, right? So that's what we got, guys. That's what we got. And for Bitcoin, I still believe that this is like kind of like a bull pennant, and we're coming back up to the golden pocket. And that's where, okay, you're going to see max euphoria, right? Bitcoin, woohoo, 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 right? Max euphoria up here. That's when altcoins are going nuts, okay? But this is a point where I'll be probably taking, so not probably, I will be taking profits up here in the golden pocket, as that has been my plan. And I will stick to my plan, right? As the market gets super euphoric, right? Into the golden pocket, we take profits, okay? Altcoins fly up, we take profits on the altcoins, okay? And then we wait it out and see what happens, okay? So that's still the plan. I'm sticking to my plan. And I think, once again, I really like, the thing that I really like right now about the market, okay, is going into this week, we thought it was going to be euphoric. We thought everyone was going to do rocket ship emojis. We thought things were going to be flying up, but instead you have the opposite. You have people afraid. How do I know people are afraid? You got altcoins down 30% from their highs, right? That's how I know people are afraid. Which is funny, right? Because it's the opposite narrative of that we've been sort of thinking about, right? Which is everyone FOMOing into the news and then sell the news. Instead, what we're seeing, is we're seeing sell the rumor. Okay? So it's going to be the classic sell the rumor, buy the news. That's for you to decide. That's what I think is happening right now. Sell the news, sell the rumor, buy the news. And, I think in hindsight, it will be very, very obvious of why weren't you bullish? Why were you bearish? I think in hindsight, it will be very, very obvious. But we got to go through this choppy period. Okay? So let's get this shit. It's Sunday. Great week. It's a great week so far, man. Great week, great week, great week. And if you're a bull, you should love these dips. Okay, you should love these dips because this is where the money is made. The money is not made on the pumps. The money is made on the red days. Okay, remember that. Let's see. I saw Lambo in Costco. I thought it was BitBoy. No, man, it's not BitBoy anymore. That might be George has got a Lambo. George has got a Lambo. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Look at the chat, right? The chat is very underwhelming, right? And this is exactly what we want to see, guys. Do you guys notice how the chat looks today, right? Why would it be sell the news when there's no euphoria in the market? Think about this logically. Tops happen when there's euphoria in the market. Euphoria in crypto is altcoins flying up. Do you guys see the chat? And this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see the chat bored, bearish, saying things like meh, saying things like I'm bored. This is exactly what you want to see. That's not what tops look like. Tops are not boring. Tops are euphoric. And you're not seeing that right now. Okay? And I'm very passionate about this because I've seen this market top out. And every time this market tops out, it's euphoric rocket ship emojis, things are going to the moon. And that's not what you're seeing right now. You're seeing pessimism, boredness. That's not what happens at tops. Okay? So I'm very passionate. And I am very confident that 1 week, 2 weeks from now, rocket ship emojis are going to be in this damn chat. Okay? Membership gifting is going to be flying in this chat because the vibes will be absolutely pristine and it will be great. Okay. Waterfly, boss called us underwhelming. Yeah, man, that's what I see today. You know, that's what I see today. At least, yes. I just got some top from a stripper, bro. That is, you should go get checked out, man. Never get top from a stripper. Go get checked out. Mr. Ryan said, you want ETF approved? Hit the damn like button, man. Shit. Hit the damn like button. Lord. Anyways, that's what we got going on today, right? Take advantage of the dips, guys. Don't be the guy who FOMOs after the green candle, right? Oh my God, it's bullish. Holy shit. And you FOMO into the green candles. Buy the red candles, my friends. Okay? I know everyone's got, people still got the bear market PTSD. Guys, wake up. It's not 2022. Okay? You got to get over that PTSD, man. Okay? You got to get over the PTSD. If you're not over the PTSD at this point, you will never be over the PTSD. Okay? I love you guys. I love you guys. I really, really do. Okay? I really, really do. But yeah, that's really that, right? So we talked about Bitcoin. What I expect from Bitcoin is I'm expecting Bitcoin to get up to that 48K, 50K level over the next few weeks. I'm expecting altcoins to go nuts. I'm expecting altcoins to go freaking berserk over the next few weeks. Maybe not starting today, right? But I do think when we get that ETF approval, maybe you see some short-term volatility up, down, whatever. But I do think that the most fun part for the altcoin market is coming. And you will not take advantage of that after it already pumps and gets back to the highs. At that point, you're going to be nervous Nelly, because you bought resistance. Okay? You're gonna take advantage of that when these things are coming down. Okay? And then by the time it gets back to the highs, you're already up 50-60% on those alts that you bought the dip on. Right? So have patience here, guys. Patience is the name of the game. Okay? And that's all you can really do, is have patience if you're bullish. Let's see. Love is too strong for a word for me. Wayne, you know you love me, man. I love Wayne. Why? Because you have one of the most bullish names in the game. Like Wayne, how can you not be a stud with the name Wayne? You know? First of all, that's the first thing. Alex said GMT short or not. I tried to short GMT yesterday, and that thing got me. So you do what you want to do, man. You do what you want to do, man. That thing got me yesterday. Let's see. I automatically FOMO'd in because my buy price is higher. Oh, yeah? You automatically FOMO'd in. Wayne said, I like you strongly, Jordan, but you have to buy me drinks or something before we start talking love. Well, Wayne, are you going to come to Vegas this year or next year, whenever we do it? If you do, I'd gladly buy you a drink, my friends. Okay? You can get whatever you want. Scotch, if you're a beer guy. Maybe you like boxed wine like Clint. I would gladly do that for you, my man. Okay? Soul AVAX are bleeding. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, like, here's the thing, okay? And I'm going to use the near chart as a perfect example of this, okay? Okay, and near is one that I've actually bought in twice near over the last 2 days. And if it goes a little bit lower, guess what? I'm going to buy a little bit more. Because I had this labeled right here when we were up here, okay? This is Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, we've already been like, here's the thing about the market, okay? You believe in Wyckoff accumulation when it's pumping, okay? So like this whole run up right here, we were like, wow, this is Wyckoff accumulation. This is great, right? But what often happens when the market gets super bearish, this is a phase that you always see on the Wyckoff accumulation, which is this back test into previous resistance. You flip it into support. And we don't want to believe that when the market's coming down, right? We don't want to do that. All of a sudden, now we don't believe in Wyckoff accumulation anymore, even though this is something that happens in these schematics, right? Boom, boom, right? And that's why I labeled right here, buy on retest. And I will continue to buy on this retest. And I'm just using near an example, okay? But you'll see this all across the market is on these retests. I'm going to be bullish on the retests. Why? Because it's resistance flipping into support, right? We don't make this too difficult, okay? We don't make this too difficult. Support, support, resistance, back into support, right? So I will buy on the retest, and we'll play this up. And you'll see this on many different altcoins, right? We go look at some of these I pushed up way higher, like AVAX. This one pushed up way higher than the rest of the market, so it's a little bit different, I guess, in the sense that, you know, it is what it is. But if we look at AVAX, right, I guess when you look at this, right, AVAX, I mean, it still could come a little bit lower here for AVAX, just because AVAX pumped way harder than the rest of the market, right? But like this is the technical high of the bear right there, right? So what I'd be looking at is if Bitcoin fails right here, gets one more dip down, you get AVAX capitulating into here, right? That's a buy, right? That's not selling a 45% dump. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man?
I'm gonna buy the top and I'm gonna sell the bottom, guys.
Selling a 45% dump, right? So that's sort of my point here is, right? We have Wyckoff accumulation, we break out, we come back and retest. You want to buy the retests of previous resistance. Old school, very old school, man. We actually played the very old school song today. Listen to this, Anderson. Doesn't this give you nostalgia? This gives me nostalgia.
Do not play this music, I am scared. My altcoin is down 35%. I think I'm going to sell now. I'm going to sell on the dip. Yes, this is how pro traders make money. We sell on the dip and we wait for the pump to buy back. Yes, Jordan, please turn up this music. This music is so nostalgic from 2022. Oh my god, my AVAX. My AVAX. My god, man. My AVAX is down 30%. I am done with this market. Why can I not make money? Freaking manipulation. As soon as I buy it dumps. As soon as I sell it pumps. But you know what? This time is different. I will sell now. Oh man. By the way, guys, the Horse Guy mug. If Clint's out there, the Horse Guy mug and the Horse Guy and Mike mugs will be made this week. Okay. The Horse Guy mugs and all that stuff. Anyways, we actually have some stuff doing well today. So what's doing well today? It's another one of those days where it's like, what's doing decent today? Well, we actually have the layer 2s, right? So we actually have Optimism, which is actually up 7% on the day. We got Arbitrum, which is also moving up too. So we actually seeing some of the ETH layer 2s continuing to perform pretty well compared to the rest of the market. And this is what we've kind of seen. And this is what I'm expecting, right? And this is what we've been talking about is Bitcoin ETF is actually more bullish for ETH, in my opinion. Not ETH itself, right? I still think ETH will perform well, but I think it's the ETH tokens that will perform well, right? It's the layer 2s on top of ETH, right? Your Arbitrums, Optimisms, Maddox, Scale, right? The layer 2s on top of ETH, I think will perform better than ETH itself. But this is what we've talked about, guys. ETH always bottoms against Bitcoin in January, and then the things that like are involved with ETH, right? When everyone thinks it's dead, perform well going into January. Every cycle, it's the same thing, rinse and repeat over and over again, right? So I think these things will continue to perform well. Yeah, they're still down from their highs, but they're I guess, how do we say this? They're quote unquote performing better than the rest of the market, right? So you got that going on today. Actually, Maddox holding up pretty well considering the rest of the market. I mean, the market's pretty flat today, to be honest. It's not like down today. The market's pretty flat today, to be quite honest. But yeah, man, you got those performing well. Those are some of my bigger holdings is like Optimism and Arbitrum. So yeah, man, let's freaking get this. Let's get this. And let's do this, man. I wouldn't bet on him getting the mug done this week. Give it 2 or 3 weeks. No, I will do it, actually. I will do it. Maya's going to help me, she said. She's really good at making mugs, so she's going to help me, you know? Jack, appreciate the super chat, man. He said 10 trillion invested in IRAs in the US. If just 0.005 of that goes into Bitcoin ETFs, that is 50 billion. Well, yeah, man. I mean, listen, I think what's going on right now, and I can't rant about this enough, right? And I think you guys are sick about me ranting about the sentiment going into what's supposed to be a bullish event, and the sentiment is not bullish. That makes it bullish. You know what I mean? I don't know how many times we have to go over this, but I think people are underestimating a little bit about what can happen with this, right? I think there's a very underestimation, right? The rumors are, and they're just rumors, but rumors are that like BlackRock itself already has like $2 to $5 billion worth of people that like want to buy Bitcoin with $2 to $5 billion already lined up, right? That already told them, hey, if you get this ETF approved, we're going to already smack in $2 to $5 billion, right? And that's BlackRock alone. That's not including Valkyrie, ARK, all these other big boys. Okay. I think people are definitely underestimating what's going to happen. Now, it could be a slow process. It might not be like, okay, day one, you got freaking money flowing in, right? It might take a few weeks, few months, right? But I think the long term, right, over the course of 2024, 2025, I think people are underestimating a little bit of the effect that this could have, okay? Short term, there might be some volatility, right? Short term, you might see a dump, right, on the news, right? That definitely could happen. But I also think a lot of people think that's going to happen. So it's like a catch-22. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I think short term, we don't know, right? We could pump, we could dump, whatever. But I don't think at this point you should be focused on the short-term stuff. I think if you believe in the 4-year cycles, now's the time where you should be looking at the things you like, accumulating as much shit as you possibly can, and then getting ready for post-halving. Okay, which we've been talking about the ETFs, guys, but the halving is literally the halving is like 4 months away. 4 months. So everyone's kind of forgetting about that. You know, and that we got that right around the corner too. So there's a lot of awesome stuff going on right now, man. Anderson said, God, dude, I'd take a God candle. Let's go. I'd take a God candle, man. You know,
I would definitely would. Imagine the fees collected by Coinbase for Q1. Yeah. Bitcoin's going to 10K. Maybe, man. Maybe someday. Let's see. Felipe said, I mean, I got 4.5K into ETH at this point. I'd rather 10x than 4x. True. And honestly, like, that's why I am, you know, I'm a little bit more into the layer 2s than Ethereum itself. I'm bullish as shit on ETH, but I also think ETH, kind of like everyone knows, ETH has its problems, right? And, you know, but I'm bullish on ETH for the infrastructure and the security, and then using the layer 2s for the gas fees, right? I think there's an even balance there. That's why I love the layer 2s, man. There is always a dump before the halving. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at where we're at right now, right? So let's take a look at where we're at for Bitcoin, all right? Let's go over here. Okay, so we haven't looked at this chart in a while, so let's compare to where we're at compared to the previous cycles. All right, so here we are, right? So we match up the lows. This is not scaled. This is exact scale. Whoops. This is exact scale, okay? I didn't change this. This is exactly the size of the previous cycles. This is where Bitcoin is right now, right? Compared to the previous cycles from their lows. If you look, and this is what I've been trying to beat home like a horse, man, like a horse guy, okay, is if you look at what Bitcoin's done from this point of the cycle, yes, there's been dips, right? Yes, there's been dips, but look at the trajectory, okay? What's the trajectory, right? Yes, in 2020, we had a massive crash, right? We did, right? It was the COVID crash. But look how fast, even that, from this point of the cycle, look how fast that corrected back up, right? Yes, you had the COVID crash, but within a month, you were all the way back up to above that where you were, right? So look at the trajectory of Bitcoin from this part of the cycle. It trends higher, right? So this is my point. Like, if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you know, you got to look at this from a longer term view. You got to get off the 1 hour and 4 hour charts and focus on Bitcoin trends up at this point of the cycle. Okay, might have a black swan. It's not going to have a black swan, guys. Like, you got to stop looking at 2021 and being like, oh my god, but 2020 had a black swan event. Okay, the two previous cycles before that didn't have no black swan. Okay, so you got to stop. Your base case has to be that Bitcoin's going to have some black swan event. That doesn't even make any sense, right? Bitcoin trends up during this time. So focus on what Bitcoin does. Does it have dips? Of course it does. It has dips in here, right? But the overall trajectory is up until you get to that blow off top phase, which historically doesn't come until like Q3 of this year, right? It's more of like a grind higher, which is exactly what I expect. Bitcoin to just grind higher into Q3 of this year, and then you get that big parabolic phase. Let's see. Wade said people used to get excited if their investment portfolio made 10 to 30% in a given year. This is so true, man. It's the impatience of crypto investors, man. Because you come into this market and you want a 10x right away. Even if you get a 2x, like, you can get a 2x in a month and you're still going to be depressed. That's crypto, right? Almost every single coin has pulled a 2x in the last, let's just say, 3 months. Almost every single coin. I'm pretty sure like every single coin has done a 2x in the last 3 months. But it's still not enough, you know? It's bearish unless it does a 20x, okay? But it's very, very true. Great returns for a diversified portfolio. Now they get pissed if they can 10x their money in 6 months. It's very true, dude. It's been the patience is not there, and so emotional. Only in crypto you get people like so emotional about the market, man. Right? Price doesn't move for like 3 days, people turn bearish. I've never seen anything in my life, but it's very true, dude. It's very true. Look at ARB. Listen, DJ, I told you I was going to send ARB yesterday, bro. I told you I was going to send ARB yesterday, didn't I? Literally, I told you. But yeah, ARB 186. So you are coming up on ARB, which is good. Which is good. Same thing with Optimism. Optimism's coming up too. So you got both those coming up today. Stacks is doing very, very well. I mean, it's at resistance. So would I buy stacks right here? No. But it's Stacks is doing very well. Historically, this does well when Bitcoin does well, which Bitcoin's, you know, it's the slow slug, but I always like to say it's definitely going to hold your portfolio up, right? You did not send it to the target. Give it patience. Patience, DJ. We'll get to the target. Oh, Lord. Holding BTC only is so boring. How do you do it? I don't hold BTC only. Are you crazy? Bitcoin's my biggest holding, but I definitely don't hold Bitcoin. I'm not holding only Bitcoin is I guess it's how you look at it, right? It depends how much money you have in the market, guys. Like if you got, say you got 50 mil, you got $50 million to put in crypto, bro, you're better off just buying Bitcoin. Like people, it depends on how much money you have in the market, right? If you got 1K to put in crypto, you ain't gonna put that shit in Bitcoin. You're gonna put that shit in a shit coin. But if you got 50 mil in crypto, you're better off just buying Bitcoin, right? Because a 2x for you, you're making another 50 mil. A 2x for the guy with 1K in the market is making 1K. That's not going to make him happy. But I guarantee you got 50 mil in the market, you're going to be very happy with another 50 mil, right? It's all about perspective, right? The more money you have in the market, the more you're going to want to hold more Bitcoin, right? It just makes sense. The less money you have in the market, the more you're going to want to hold altcoins. That's just how it is, right? It's very true, Wade. Very true. It's very true. I love you, brother. Any word on HNT? HNT? I know nothing about HNT, but I'll look it up for you, man. Any word on HNT? It's pulling back with the rest of the market, you know? It's pulling back the rest of the market. Man, this thing pulled back 50%. 50%. 50 damn percent, man. This is the bear market high. Could it still come lower? Yeah, it could. It could. Right? It always could come lower. This is technically the bear market high right here. Right? You got your highs, you got your previous lows. Right? Could it come back into this? Yes. It could. Right? I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. But that's a big dump, man. Like that's like a 65% move down from the highs. It's pretty crazy. But I mean, it's down 50% at this point. My thing is, this seems unreasonable. Like this kind of seems unreasonable, but it depends on what Bitcoin does right here. If Bitcoin like gets one more little flash crash, you could easily get a wick into here. But I think it would be a wick. It would be like the other day where like you dumped and then that was just basically all a wick. Could it come into there? Yeah. Will it? I don't know. That's why, man, like if you're bullish on this and it's down 50%, right? Don't be afraid to buy a little bit, right? Don't be afraid. Just don't go all in, but don't be afraid to buy a little bit right here if you like it, you know? Simple as that, right? Keep some on the sidelines in case, you know, you want to buy, maybe it gets a little bit dip lower, you can buy a little bit more, right? Who knows? The stars are all aligning. Yeah, any of you guys like kind of feel the same way I do? Does anyone else agree with me out there that it's quite the interesting phenomenon that there is less hype in the market going into this week than there was, I don't know, 3 months ago, right? So it's a weird. I think it's very, very weird. I think it's very, very weird, man. Right? I think it's very. But does anyone else have the same kind of thought process as me? Like, if this was going to be some giant sell the news, I would expect be expecting the market makers would be pushing up altcoins at this point, right? To get them at the highest price so they could short. Why are they bringing prices down ahead of news, right? That's my biggest question to you guys. And it could be as simple as, hey, I mean, they already loaded shorts at the top and they're already riding it down, right? My question goes out to you is, why are prices moving down into news? I don't know. Let's see. So many people are big braining it, saying obvious sell the news event. Dude, I was telling you, this is the most obvious sell the news event of all time. You know what I mean? It's the most obvious sell the news, right? I don't think there's anyone out there who doesn't have a little bit of nervousness that this is a sell the news. Even I do, right? Does anyone out there not think that this could be a sell the news? What I know about sell the news events is sell the news events happen when no one is expecting a sell the news, when everyone's super bullish going into something, right? And I keep saying this, if everyone was bullish, you wouldn't see altcoins going down. You know? The bull goes down before up. What do they say? The bull lowers its horns before it strikes or something like that? No, I think it's the bear. Or the bear stands up. Yeah, it's the bull lowers the horns before it strikes, and the bear stands up before it strikes. It's actually a good saying. That ETH upgrade in the bear was obvious sell the news. Was it? I don't know. I mean, at the time, people weren't saying that. People were saying that after the fact, right? People were saying that after the fact. Like, everyone wasn't like, oh my God, this is the ETH sell the news event. I remember that very, very clearly, right? That wasn't the case at the time. After it happened, it was like, okay, it was obvious, right? But no one was saying that before. I'm not saying no one, but the majority wasn't saying that before, you know? Steven, what's up, bro? Steven said, can you take a look at the coin called Index Cooperative? I bought a bunch yesterday. I don't know what that is, but sure. I don't know what half the altcoins are now. Index Cooperative? What is this? Oh! Lo! It actually looks like it's... This one kind of looks like it's due for a little bit of a squeeze. Oh! Oh! That's a sexy chart, man. Do I have to long this right now? That's sexy. I like this one, man. You got the falling wedge. You got a 63% pullback. Falling wedge. Breakout of the falling wedge. Retest of the falling wedge. I like it. I really, really like it, man. You're gonna make me want to long this thing. I want to long this thing now. Oh man, I like this one though. In all seriousness, I like this one, man. 63% pullback, man, and the 786 retrace. Oh, that's a sexy one. That's a sexy one. 786 retrace, 63% pullback, falling wedge, retest. Yeah, I think this one looks pretty good, man. Not pretty good. I think this one looks actually. And you had look at the 30-day EMA retest. Where look at what happened last time you hit the 30-day EMA. Rock! Hit it again right there. That one is sexy. Man, it's horny. Shit. I'm horny, man. It's got it all. It's literally got it all. That one's really nice though. Like that's like I kind of want to FOMO into this one right now. You found a coin that I want to FOMO into, bro. And that's very rare. YJT said, you're not waiting to dump on us, are you? Well, at some point I will dump on you, YJT. But I will tell you exactly when I'm dumping stuff, okay? I will let you know exactly when I'm dumping stuff. Well, I already kind of told you, right? I am going to be selling some stuff, right? That I possibly will buy back at some point. I will be selling some stuff on a move up into this golden pocket, right? I will be selling some stuff here, which, listen, if Bitcoin does something like this and rips up above the golden pocket, listen, any profits that I take into here and it just rips higher, you know what I'll do? I'll go like this. Okay, cool. I'll go find some altcoin that hasn't moved and I'll just go throw that cash into the altcoin that hasn't moved, right? And Bitcoin's rolling up. That's fine, man, you know? But I think this, historically speaking, we don't break the golden pocket on the first try. Historically speaking, it takes 1, 2, 3 tries. It takes 2 or 3 tries to get through this. But I do think this is when altcoins are going to go nuts right here, man. Right in here. Right in there. Ripto Pierce said I'm hard in the chat. Are you? Wait, what's that coin we were just looking at, man? Index. That is one of the most sexy charts I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, I seriously want to FOMO into this. I don't even know what it is, man. I don't even know what it is. But thank you. Thank you, man. Like, that is an unbelievable chart, bro. Like, this is the type of chart that I would just love every day if I could find a chart like that. Let's see. Let's see. Everyone's gone. The chat stopped. Oh, we got 800 peeps in here, 200 likes. Can we get this up to 400 likes? If everyone in here right now smack that like button, okay, we should easily be able to get this above 400 likes right now. That would make my day. That would make my day going into one of the most anticipated weeks for Bitcoin, right? Both bullish and bearish. It is arguably, I would say that this is the most anticipated week ever for Bitcoin. Okay, and that doesn't mean bullish. That just means the most anticipated week, where so many people are waiting for this week. This is going to be a fun week. Whatever way we go, this is not going to be a boring week. This is going to be a volatility going nuts week. I'm willing to bet that the BBWP that we always talk about is going to be going like this. And it's going to be a crazy week. I think we're going to have a lot of fun this week. Actually, this whole week, starting on Tuesday, guys, this whole week, I will be streaming at 7 p.m. So it's going to be fantastic. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, going to be streaming at 7 p.m. this whole week, man. So a lot of you guys that missed my 7 p.m. streams, you will get actually 9 straight days of 7 p.m. streams. I think that's the most bullish thing all year. 9 straight. Let's do this. Coinbase has the index. Shit, man. I was actually looking to see if MEXC had index. MEXC doesn't got index, so I can't long it, unfortunately. That's okay. There's always another coin, man. You know? There's always another coin, man. At the end of the day. Actually, near looks pretty good right here. They're gonna smack it to the ground. Maybe. This week is Horse Guy's worst nightmare. Is it? You think so? I don't know. Actually, yeah, it is. Volatility is Horse Guy's worst nightmare, man. I think. Wait, this week is supposed to be bullish. Why are we dumping? Fucking Christ! It is a sell the news event. It is. That's how I think retail's feeling right now, man. I think sum up retail. Horse Guy is gonna sum up retail right now. Oh my God! The experts were right.
This is a sell the news event. Everything is dumping.
And then it's to sell the rumor, buy the news. Watch. And then,
Wait, everyone was saying this Scorpio sell the news. What the freak is this? Why are we pumping?
oh, Lord. Lord Almighty. Horse guy, never change, man.
I'm gonna buy the top and I'm gonna sell the bottom, guys.
No one cares what it is. No one cares what it is. Well, what did Wayne say? Wayne said, I don't see anything that Wayne said. Oh, Wayne said, index has a DAO for DeFi. And Anderson said, no one cares what it is. So true. The chart looks good. I like it. I don't care what it does. The only thing that I care what it does is Bitcoin. That's the only thing I care about. Everything else, if the chart looks good, I'm a buyer. Sign me up. Sign me up. I'm a buyer. As long as the chart looks good, man. I'm just poking through some alts, seeing what's going around town here. See if there's anything crazy going on. Any good levels. Near looks actually pretty good. Actually, Ocean got a dump back into this level. Ocean might be one I look at today. But yeah. Can you check out Beam? Beam? I know Beam's a popular one. Beam has been a very, very popular one, man. One coin I have to warn you guys about is SEI. Okay, SEI. Be very, very careful, guys. You have the two biggest top signals on SEI, right? On SEI. Well, I think you already got to pull back, and it was the flavor of the week, right? Maybe this one bounces here. I don't know, but you got George and Crypto Banter both saying SEI are the next soul. Okay, so be very, very careful with this one, man. Okay, if the biggest retail channels are saying that a coin's going to be the next Solana, it's not going to be the next Solana. Okay, the next Solana is a coin that no one knows about. Okay, but yeah, pull back 30% actually. Like if you like this one, it's not a bad area to actually pick some up. But is it going to be the next Sol? I doubt it. I doubt it, man. The two biggest retail channels talking about how SEI is the next Sol. Beam is one that, is it Beam or BeamX? I think it's just Beam. All right, Beam. This is Beam is gaming, I believe. This one actually, this one, like, it had a big wick, but other than that, it's range bound. You get the bottom of the range. You get the top of the range. Right? Just big range. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So I guess if you like this, right? Just pick it up at the bottom of the range. Right? Pick it up at the bottom of the range. And you just play the range, I guess. Right? So if it comes back into here, look at the 30 EMA. That's why I love these EMAs, guys. The 30 and the 50 on the daily. So good. But anywhere in between here, probably not a bad place to scoop some if you really, really like this thing. In between there. All right, so you have basically range for support, and you got your EMAs coming in right there too. If you really like it, what will be even more good is, like, you still have this daily wick. If you actually wicked into this daily wick, might set up a good opportunity to pick some up right there. But you still got that daily wick, so maybe a little bit lower is likely on this one, which is fine. In crypto, you can't be emotional about 10-20% moves like that. That's going to happen every single day soon. You just can't be emotional about those moves. Bull flag? You could say it's a bull flag, yeah. You could say it's a bull flag. Say if we did a little, I don't even know where you would take the flag from. Let's just do it from here. Right? It could be a bull flag eventually, but it could chop in here for a little bit more before it goes. Check link. Dude, link the slink is killing me, man. That thing sucks. At least at the moment, right? But, you know, it's all about perspective, I guess. Link the slink. This thing, bro. So you actually broke down from this upwards channel, right? You're up, down, up, down, up. You actually broke down from the channel, which is slightly not the greatest thing, actually. Now what we want to see is it reclaim back into the range, right? So now you broke down. What I'm hoping this is a false breakdown, right? I'm hoping Bitcoin, okay, whatever, but I'm hoping this is a false breakdown on Link, and it gets back into this channel. Gets back into this channel, great, but you dipped below the channel, man, which is slightly not the best thing to see. Not the best thing to see here on this bad boy. But, you know, ultimately, if we look at Link, it was so much higher than everything else in the market, right? Right? I mean, it was basically Link was the first one to pump, right? And that's, I think, why it's been stalling, is because it was the first coin to pump, letting everything else catch up. But this, it either bounces from here, it either bounces from right here, or this thing might take a little bit of a tumble, because this is the bear market resistance, right? So it either bounces from around where it is now, or it comes all the way down and tests these bear market highs. One of the two. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But any more dumpage on Link? DCA,
Jordan,
DCA.
first to 10x from here, Sol or INJ? Pick one.
It's strange how I feel so uninterested in crypto than I usually am. Yeah, it's very true, Mimi. It's very true, Mimi. Thank you for saying that. I've noticed that across the board, right? What I notice right now is people talking about like meme coins, Solana meme coins. People are just talking about like on-chain shitters. No one's really interested in like the top. Like no one's interested in crypto right now, despite having one of the most anticipated events coming up this week. The interest is very low, right? Like no one's interested in Bitcoin, ETH, right? Cardano, Solana. No one's interested in those right now. And it's very weird. It's weird going into this week. And I feel the same way, right? I feel the same way. It's not just you. I think it's a lot of people. But I'll tell you, even though the market's slightly boring right now, I am very excited going into this week because I am focusing on the charts. I'm not focusing on what the narratives are. I'm not focusing on the news. The ETF stuff is great, which I actually think the ETF stuff is actually making people a little bit nervous, which I think is good too. I'm going to focus on the charts, okay? And the total 3 chart, I think, looks fantastic on the higher term time frames. It's just Wyckoff accumulation, right? So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm ignoring all the noise. I'm ignoring everyone saying sell the news. I'm ignoring everyone saying that it's going to be super bullish. It's probably somewhere in between. I'm going to be perfectly honest there. It's probably somewhere in between there. It's probably not going to be sell the news where everything dumps 60%. It's probably not going to be this super bullish thing where Bitcoin pumps to 100K. It's probably going to be somewhere in between, right? I told you what I think is going to happen. I think initially it's going to be a pump just because everything is dumping before. I think it's going to be a pump, mass euphoria, right? Bitcoin goes up a little bit higher. Altcoins rip because they've gotten beaten down the last few weeks. And then we probably settle down for a little bit until the halving. That's my guess. Somewhere in between. It's not going to be like a massive dump, but it's not going to be a massive pump, in my personal opinion. You know? ETF denied equals black swan. Yeah, that's obviously. If the ETF gets denied, I think short term we are fucked. So short term, I think we'd be a little bit screwed. But you know, ultimately, Bitcoin always bounces back from everything, right? So, but I would agree. Yes, if the ETF gets denied, we are screwed. for the short term. But just remember, Bitcoin's been through some shit. Bitcoin's been through Mt. Gox. Bitcoin's been through SBF. Bitcoin's been through China banning. Bitcoin's been through the US threatening to ban, right? Bitcoin's been through a lot of shit, and it's very resilient, and it always makes it through every single cycle. No matter what it goes through, it tends to make it through. So do I think it's going to be denied? No. Is it impossible for it to be denied? Also no. You know, but that's the case. And I also think that's why people are nervous right now with alts, because people are like, oh my God, if Bitcoin ETF gets denied, alts are going to go down like 60%, which is true, probably, right? But I think that's why everyone's nervous right now, is the potential of a denial, right? Stop sleeping on Milady. I ain't sleeping on Milady. I already own too many meme coins, my friend. I own way too many meme coins, dude. Milady. Ladies. I ain't sleeping on this. I just don't. I don't need any more memes. You know what I mean? I don't need to catch all 150 meme Pokemon. You know. I ain't sleeping on it, bro. But you know, Milady's was one that already kind of like went nuts. Losing 3 zeros. That would be cool, man. Hops, I usually do the 69 first, then slow grind. But I appreciate the super chat, man. But I ain't sleeping on Milady's, man. Maybe Milady's gets mooned. But we'll see, man. Hey, I mean, these are the times you want to buy these shitters, when like they're
Stop
low like
sleeping,
this.
gun Milady, losing 3 zeros.
One Fed cut this year, said Randy. Remember, a Fed cut, the retail noob narrative is that Fed cuts are bullish. Remember, Fed cuts are not bullish. Fed cuts are actually bearish. You be bullish until the Fed cuts. Fed cuts, look at history. Jordan, first to 10x from here, Sol or INJ? INJ. It's not that I don't like Sol. I actually do like Sol. I do like Sol. I think INJ 10x is first. Simple reason. Why? Look at market cap, right? For Solana to 10x needs way more money than INJ to 10x, right? So I think INJ, I think that's like a slightly easy question in my opinion. I think INJ 10x is before Sol. Not that I don't think Sol will 10x. I think that's still definitely reasonable for where the price is right now. If this bull is going to be anything like the previous bulls, that's very reasonable. But also, like, I just think market cap wise, it's much easier for INJ to 10x. You know, they probably both do though, if I had to guess. HNT's looking good, holding the 618, watching the daily. HNT. Let's see. Holding the 618 is, I don't know where we're taking the 618 from, but I'm going to assume this. Andrew at the 786, right into this order block, right at the daily 50 EMA. I don't know. Like some of these are, they don't have like that. That's not my favorite charts. But I mean, you are back at this support over here, right? This is a little ominous, but you are back at the support over here. 786 retrace. It's not horrible. It's not horrible, man. This one's tough to read though. I mean, this one pumps so much. Like, the problem I have with these ones that pump so much early is they're very hard to know where they're going to pull back to. Hold on. Yeah, it's very hard to know where these ones will pull back to, right? But if I had to guess, it's this order block probably marks the low. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. INJ 10X is 50% my down payment. Let's go. Let's go, Jim. Let's go. I mean, INJ, even though INJ has mooned already, its market cap is still very low compared to some of the other big ones. Can you call Jabba as you shorting Bitcoin? Yeah, we'll end the stream calling Jabba real quick. Add Tet to your watch list, sir. Don't sleep and keep up the entertaining content. Thank you, Kusi. We'll end the show calling Jabba. Let's call him real quick. Kusi, appreciate the super chat, my man. You're the homie. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. All right, let's call Jabba real quick. Let's see. All right. Let's call him real quick. Let's see what he's up to. Hey guys. Guess what? This is an easy short. If you're long Bitcoin right now, it's going to be sell the news. Everyone's talking about it. It's the most obvious sell the news event of all time. How are you not sure? Sell all your Bitcoin. Short Bitcoin, guys. I'm laddering in my shorts with Savvy. Yeah, we're on a fishing trip. Yeah, you like my tank top? I just got it. Short, guys. I don't want to see you get wrecked. We're in a bear market. All right, guys, I gotta go. We're making some cheeseburgers. Okay. See you guys. I'll catch you later. See ya. Okay.
Add Tet to your watch list, sir.
So we know where
Don't
Jabba
sleep
stands.
And keep up the entertaining content. Thumbs up.
We know where Jabba stands. Jabba's short. We know where Horse Guy stands. Horse Guy sold the low. He's just sold all his altcoins. Okay? His altcoins down 30%. He just sold them. We know where Jabba stands. We know where Horse Guy stands. Where do you stand? Big week, fellas. Big week. 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 We'll be live 7 p.m. every single day this week. Not tomorrow. Tuesday and on, we're gonna be live 7 p.m. every single freaking day, and we're gonna watch what this market does. But let me tell you this, okay? I'm expecting a lot of news articles, a lot of intern effery coming up the next 3 days as we go into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. People getting back from work, all the interns from all the news places coming back to work, wanting to get clicks on their articles. Expect some effery, okay? I would not be surprised to see one more big leverage flush in this market before any type of move up. Why? No free rides, okay? They don't want any more free rides. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Stay warm. We're getting the first snow over here of the year over here in New York. Stay warm out there. Stay safe. Stay off the roads if you can. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow as we get into the most anticipated week of all time for Bitcoin. Let's get this, man. I'm out of here. Peace! Greg said, hey, is the Jabba filter broken or something? He always my favorite, but I haven't seen him in person. Yeah, they deleted him. They deleted him. And we can't make our custom filters anymore because Snapchat does not exist. Snap camera does not exist. But as always, we'll be looking for a workaround at some point, okay? I'm out of here. Later! Thank you, Greg. Peace out, guys.
Hey, is the Hubba filter broken or